Welcome back to the Connect Network TV on the CW. This is the last show of the year, so you know we are going out with a bang. And to our viewers at home, how are you rewriting your life for the new year? Well, joining us today is entrepreneur, business coach, podcast host, speaker, life coach, and now she's adding author to her name with her book, Burning Hope. Please welcome Lori McAfee to the show. Hey, Lori, welcome to the show.
There. Hey, how are y'all?
Great to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Welcome, Lori. Well, first and foremost, congratulations on the launch of your new book, like Sandy mentioned, Burning Hope. Gonna jump straight into it if that's okay.
Yeah.
What inspired you actually to write this story? The title alone lets everyone know that there's a story behind there. Please do tell.
Right. So it is a snippet of a true story that where it was tragedy and lives were changed forever. And you're right,
Ooh,
burning hope.
Leaving us
does
hanging.
mean burning hope does mean that there's more to it, because burning is something that's very intense, and hope is, that one thing that we hold on to that's unclear and uncertain.
Nice.
We love this. Well, most life coaches write self-help books, but you took a different approach with Burning Hope. How was writing this book? How has it transformed you?
The book has transformed me because I knew myself and I loved myself, but I wasn't 100% sure I believed in myself. And through writing this book, I truly began to believe in myself. The crazy thing about it, on paper, I'm not qualified, but I'm very qualified in life.
Nice. That's awesome. And let me ask you, as a life coach, what advice would you actually give to our viewers just about taking control of their own lives for 2024? What advice would you share?
Be who they were created to be and don't try to fit into a mold that somebody else wants them to fit into, because we weren't created for that mold.
Yeah.
The world needs who we are. They're waiting on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got to know the story, the backstory. So can you share with us some storytelling techniques that make the book writing process more enjoyable? Because I think a lot of people are under the misconception it's arduous, it's long, it can be a grueling process. So how do we make this more enjoyable?
So for storytelling, I take a true story and I never really want the truth to mess up a story. So I kind of twist it a little bit when I'm doing fiction. But I want stories that are relatable. And so I take those stories and I relate them somehow into life. Sometimes I'll add humor to them. Sometimes I'll be more serious about them. So just different. I take real stories. And like I said, I never want a true story to mess up a good story.
Awesome. Your smile is just so cute. I just want to read the book because of your smile, to be quite honest.
Well, thank you.
But I do hear a Southern twang from Texas, correct?
I'm actually from Georgia.
Oh, from Georgia.
Ah, that's where it's from. Okay.
I am. Yeah.
I thought I mastered my Southern accents a little bit. I was a little bit off. So,
it's all right. I've been called that before.
Thank you. So as an author and with fiction, how much of the truth do you tell? And what would you say is the importance of connecting with your community? If you can share that.
I do tell a lot of the truth, and my truth is really rooted in faith. That's where the truth comes from throughout in anything that I do in my life, anything that I'm involved in. That's the root of everything that I do. Connecting with community, I think that's very important because I want everyone to be able to relate to all the stories that I ever write or everything that I ever talk about. I want anyone to be able to relate to that. And something that I think is so important in community is borrowed courage, because a lot of times we don't always have the courage to step into that. And so I think borrowed courage is really, really important.
Awesome. Well, please tell us where you can find your book and what is the best way for our viewers to connect with you.
My book is available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and Walmart. And they can connect with me on any social media platform at Lori Mac Life Coach. And my website is Lori McAfee Coaching.
Awesome. And Lori, from the coaching aspect, what services, we really want to make sure we hit on this. What services do you offer and how can people work with you?
So I offer coaching program that I have in different capacities. I will talk to someone to see if it's going to be suitable for what I do. And then they can connect with me online on Lori McAfee Coaching. There is a way to have a discovery call with me and talk with me on there. And I just walk someone through the same method that I did to get to the point that I am today.
I love it. And I'm going to ask one more because I see it bold and brazen in the back of you.
Yeah.
Hope. We hear that
Right.
word a lot, and especially during these times, 2023, there was a lot of things that happened. When you hear the
Yeah.
hope, when you hear that word hope, for the viewers who might need a little hope, for
Mhm.
you, what would you give to somebody who may be in that space who needs just a little bit of hope to maybe start new, or to write that book, or to do something? What would you offer?
Just take that first step. And even though we don't know what's going to happen on the other side, that hope is always in, like I said, what's unclear and what's unknown, but it's attainable for everyone. And just to be really true to yourself and walk in that, to me, that's where we find a lot of our hope, is just to always go back to our truth, what we know to be the truth.
Okay, Lori, so you have left us with so many unanswered questions, and I want to just dive in a little bit because I know our viewers are probably left wondering just like we are. So can you give us a little something, just a little sneak peek, a little tidbit into more about the book so we can go out and go grab it, and just a little bit of a sneak peek?
Absolutely. The book is a snippet of my daughter's life. It's where she actually saved someone's life in a tragic accident. And her now husband was a firefighter that landed the helicopter, the life force. Now that is not in the story. You'll hear when you read the story, you'll see how it connects. But it's also a love story. It's also just a true love story of how unexpected twists and turns. We never know where they're going to take us, but always be open and always be looking for those, because we never know what God's plan is for our life.
I won't.
Okay, so now we got to turn the book into a movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's my goal, girl.
That's time to me. Thank you so much, Lori, and thank you for coming and connecting with us today. We enjoyed your visit. One more time, give us your website.
It is LoriMcAfeeCoaching.com.
I love
Awesome.
it.
Well, thank you for taking the time
Thank y'all.
to speak with us today. Don't move, Connect fam. We have so much more coming up. After the break, the one, the only Amanda Waters is sitting down with 2 clients of Austin Plastic Surgery Institute. They are sharing their stories of second chances and success, plus insight on cosmetic surgery. Stay close.